Game 5 Wednesday back in Toronto. If you're Dwayne Casey, what's the messaging here between now and then?
I think the message is about just executing late in the game and making sure that you contain Bill and Wall, because those guys combined for 58 points. So you got to have a game plan to slow those guys down, and you want to force guys like Otto Porter Jr., Kelly Oubre, some guys coming off the bench. Those other guys, I want to see what the bench players can do, because we know exactly what Toronto's bench have done all year. But, you know, when you get in the playoff, it's more about the third and fourth score. And that's where I think the Wizards were delivered. They delivered in this game because, like I said, certain guys stepped up, and you play much better when you're at home. Now the pressure is on Toronto to go home and deliver.
Again, I'll just go back to my personal experiences in Game 5s, particularly at home. And, you know, it was always, you know, the best players, the star player, right? You got to come out playing. You got to come out on fire. You got to come out ready to go, because you're going to give the whole team and everyone else confidence. And if your confidence is lagging and you're not playing well, then those role players, they're not going to be able to pick you up. In the Game 5 and the Game 7, you got to come out, you know, so Lowry and DeRozan, they got to come out on fire. They got to come out making shots so the role players, when they come in, can feel confident. Because if you're depending on the role players to pick the two stars up, it ain't going to happen.
And the Raptors bench, as you guys know, has kind of been their secret sauce over the course of the season. Best bench in the NBA. Only 22 points here in Game 4 off that bench. But without Fred VanVleet right now, he's been dealing with that shoulder issue, and he's been a huge part of that bench. How much are they missing him?
Well, I think you're missing his playmaking ability and another guy that plays with a lot of confidence. You know, you have another ball handler, another playmaker, and another guy that can knock down shots from the outside. But what's important for this team is to make sure they get off to a good start at home. But you're right, it's going to start with DeRozan, making sure that he's aggressive, getting to the basket like he did in this game. But also, Kyle Lowry needs to have, as I said earlier, a breakout game, a big game where his confidence is through the roof. But they're going to feed off of the crowd. And when it comes down to that bench production, you know, you can eliminate some of those guys. So someone off the bench is going to have to also pick up and have a big game where VanVleet is not playing.